Hey guys, what's up? Today we're gonna unbox the photography deck. It is a project I had launched on Kickstarter and it is a deck of playing cards which is basically a camera cheat sheet, so that's super useful. So I'll show you. So it has these custom camera designs, and then all the numbered cards have some camera quick tips. Stuff like reading the histogram and white balance and how to shoot manual and all these kind of things. That's super useful and a great gift for any photographer. You learn stuff like composition techniques and settings for certain scenarios, just like shooting the sunset or macro. You have plenty of other cards like this exposure triangle, and those represent the more technical side of things. Alright, the tuck box has a nice and low-key appearance. It is made from black paper. The cards themselves have a microlinen finish, so that goes smooth in the hands and works well for shuffling and so on. It is the industry standard that you know from high quality cards from companies like Theory 11 and so on. It feels nice in the hands and you can use them for stuff like cardistry and so on. Alright, let's talk about the content. All of the numbered cards and suits have different types of quick tips and they are organized by the suits. So Spades, for example, is categorized as camera basics and features stuff like the exposure triangle, how aperture works, exposure, shutter speed, and all these kind of basic rules and most important techniques, how sensor size works, ISO, and so on. Clubs are labeled as technicals. They illustrate manual shooting modes and more technical details basically. So how to read the histogram, how white balance works, color theory, how focus mode, metering modes, how filters work, the difference between RAW and JPEG, and all these technical things, so that's super useful. Hearts are dedicated to composition. You'll learn stuff like the golden ratio, negative space, leading lines, symmetry, and all these kind of most important composition techniques. Diamonds deal with shooting styles. They summarize the most important settings for a variety of photography styles. So scenarios like flash photography, bokeh, the best settings for macro, sunset, long exposure images, you name it, so that's pretty useful. Next, let's talk about the artwork. These jokers are really cool. That guy is taking a selfie. The jacks are into photography as well, obviously. They have devices in their hands that resemble something like Sony mirrorless cameras. All of the queens are ladies, so they like to carry more lightweight gear like compact cameras. And lastly, the kings. They carry larger sized DSLR cameras. So this guy right here is my favorite. He has a Canon 1DX with a 70-200 and this little bird sitting up there. So that's it.